of up to 2 people, because we're gonna elect 2 people. So let's say, so then when you get in your caucus, they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna accept slates or nominations for these slates, okay? So I think there's even one floating around here already, but anyhow, okay, so, and then here's a very key point. There are no official slates. There's no approved slate by the state party, there's no blessed state, there's no preferred slate by the state party. The slates are made here today when we take nominations, okay? Every slate is equal. No slate can be given any preference of any sort, okay? So we'll say, let's take nominations for slates. Okay, so we take nominations for slates. And let's do it like, okay, so let's say this happens. Slate 1, and the slates have to be given a name, but might be slate 1, okay? Slate 2, slate 3. And this is really only going to matter for the male Bernies. Okay, so this is going to be Tom and Bill. This is going to be Fred and Sam. And this is going to be Joe and Justin, great. Okay. And then, okay, so these will be the slates, and we can have a lot more than this, right? You can have slates of 1. You can have slates of 1. You can have Frank over here. Okay.
Or the different slates we mix and match. Could probably be more than 2.
I don't think so. That's my answer to that.
Okay.
And I'll explain
They
why.
have to pair up.
Well, you can be 1, or you can be slates of 1 or slates of 2. You can't have slates of 3 because we're only sending 3 people. Okay, so now we're going to go through this voting procedure with the weighted by each county has its different weighting, and we have to sum up all the counties' votes and multiply it by the weighting and go through all of that stuff and do that calculation. Spreadsheet helps us do that, okay? Especially if you got a lot of slates. And after we do that, let's say the voting comes out 50%, 30%, 20%. Okay? Now, in the slate voting procedures rules, there's a little calculation. It says the percent of votes you need to send an individual from your slate to win, the number of votes you need to send it at least one person is, the percentage is n equals 1 over x plus 1, where x is the number of people you're trying to vote on here. In this case, that's 2. Okay, so 1 over 2 plus 1 is 33%, 0.3%. Okay?
Joe?
Yeah.
What progress, Joe?
We're not saying this.
Yeah, it's greater than. Greater than. Yeah, very good.
Okay, we're good.
Good point there.
N is greater than 33.3%. So that's how many you need to win enough votes, enough proportion of the votes to send somebody, okay? So this is what we're looking for. So now we look at this and we say 50%. All right. They got enough, they got more than that. So they've earned enough to send 1 person. Okay? Oh, and so who goes from here? This is key point. The top guy. So when you nominate slates, they go in order. The order is important. Okay, 33%. Tom gets to go. All right? Now, who's next? We got to send 2 people. So, well, what you do is they've used 33%. Okay? So they basically got like a little less than 17% left. They've already used up 33% on this chip here. Okay? So now they got 17%. The next guy is whoever's highest. Who's ever highest left over for the last candidate, you just look at whoever's highest. Who's highest?
Fred.
Fred. Fred goes. Okay?
Question. So what if when you told them slate number 1 had 66% of the vote, 66.5% of the vote?
Yep. 66.5, and then minus.
No, let's go 66.7.
Yep. doesn't matter.
I'm a math, it does.
Okay. Minus 33.3 point,
So you still, so that's like.
so this slate gets both, because 33.3 is higher than that and that.
All right,
Okay.
okay. Frank's not going anywhere.
I wanted to do the math.
Go ahead.
I noticed in the rules that it talks about the order of the votes, as to whether it's male or female.
Yep,
How does that come into this?
it doesn't really, but the slates can't be mixed male and female. We want to, on the Bernie side, we want to pick 2 males and a female, right? And say, well, why don't we just have males and females on this? Well, what happens if you got females on here, you just get male, 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 right? Doesn't work. Okay, so the state, so you gotta elect the males and the females separately, and the state has arbitrarily said, you start with the males, then you do the females, and then you do the alternates. So that's what you do.
So it doesn't
You
make
have
any
another
difference.
question over here?